So we're just getting close now to Parliament House, just walking in. Lots of crowd thronging along the tracks.
Great day, guys.
Hey guys, have a good one.
See you later. Have a good one.
You too. So you're with Tori from Tori Moto, and 5 minutes I think is the official rendezvous time for Parliament, and we are exactly on time. Yeah, just cross over. So here we go, guys. We've got a large throng of crowd. No doubt people are converging from all sides. What sign have you got there, Lisa? Let's have a look. Be on the right side of history. Absolutely. This is not about a virus. It is about government control of the people. And here at Tori Moto, we're very much opposed to a papers please society. So yeah, we're just coming up to Spring Street. Parliament's just around to our right. That's Treasury House up ahead there. So one of the things that really pisses me off at Tori Moto is the fact that our so-called leaders have used very, very, very divisive language in labelling people who just want to have a choice and maybe just maintain their livelihoods without being experimented upon, being labelled extremists. Oz, you lost your job, didn't you?
Yep, absolutely.
How do you feel about that?
Absolutely gutted. I have no choice.
Yep.
I've been coerced.
Yep.
And I won't be coerced.
No, that's exactly right. And so many others have been coerced in the same way, and it's just not on. It's not the Australia we want to believe in. If you want to be injected with a vaccine, then go right ahead. We're not going to stop you. Everyone has a right for a personal bodily choice. We just want to be afforded a choice. There isn't really a choice when people are losing their livelihoods. Yes, it's not a forced vaccination. You can say no. They're not going to physically hold you down, but if you've got a large debt, obligations to provide for a family, and you effectively don't have a choice, which is the real criminal part of all of this, because they've pushed people to the edge. So here we are. We've arrived at Spring Street. I'm just going to do a bit of a pan around. We've got a lot of people here. A lot of people, and they're still gathering down the back there.
Sack Dan Andrews!
Sack.
Kill the bill!
Kill the bill!
Kill the bill!
Kill the bill!
I will pay you $8 Andrews to Siberia tonight. You can leave tonight, Dan Andrews.
What a day for it. How do you guys feel about being labelled extremists by the leader of the state?
It was worse than that.
Can I ask you on camera? Is that all right?
Where is it going to go?
I run a YouTube channel for motorbike riding, but I thought we've travelled 4 hours to come down here.
Yeah, we're just normal people.
We are just regular people who want to fight for our rights and the choice, don't we? Like, no.
He called us not feral.
It's terrible. It's the most divisive language I've ever seen from any leader in Australia, and it's not on.
Using his behavioural psychology.
Yeah. But the problem is a lot of people buy into it. Like, I've got friends who won't look at any other media sources, and they're trapped in that media narrative, and they believe it.
Yeah, well,
I felt that I just had to do something. I've never been on a march ever before.
This is my first protest as well.
This is my first march.
Yeah, exactly.
And I just needed to do it for myself and my family and those that said good on you. But I feel better now.
Where did you ladies travel from? Where did you come down from?
Sandringham.
Yeah, nice. We got up. We're from near the Grampians. We travelled 4 hours this morning.
were you here last week?
No, we missed it last week.
Another one
We
lady
missed it.
That came 6 hours on a
Yeah,
bus. And
my
she
friends
was amazing.
my friends have come down. My partner, my friend's lost
Yeah.
his job up in Horsham. He's a school teacher.
Yeah.
He's lost his job because he got put into that position.
Yeah, yeah.
And we met with a whole heap of other people. There's a busload of 150 people from Horsham coming down. So
Yeah, yeah.
great to see you guys here, and
Yeah.
thanks for that.
Thank
I know
you.
only if people want to be on the camera, but yeah.
No, that's great.
I want to try and show my family and friends that like we're just regular people.
You're going to put it on YouTube.
It's going to go to my YouTube channel. The channel name is Tori Moto. 30 years.
Yeah, I'm actually on service leave at the moment, so officially I haven't lost my job, but
Do you reckon they'll? I mean, what are the teachers going to? What are your employers going to do? Are they going to lay you off? Like, what's the story?
it looks like it.
Yeah.
That's what they're talking
How
about.
does
Yeah.
it feel to be put in that position?
I started off grieving, I
Yep,
think.
yep.
I really felt like I was losing something that I love very much.
Yep.
And then I went through anger.
You go through all the stages,
Yeah.
don't you? And now you accept it.
I think I'm sort of getting to that point where I'm sort of thinking perhaps there has to be something else. I don't know.
Well, my personal belief is that we will get through this period, and that people will be. You'll be teaching again one day.
I hope so.
You know, it's just like it's the pendulum will swing the other way.
I hope so. That's why we're here.
That's why we're here. My first protest, we travelled 4 hours this morning, and
Yeah.
sack down Andrews. That's what we say.
Siberia.
Thanks, Julie.
Thank you.
Just got to get this one. It's fantastic. It's pretty much where it's at, isn't it? Yep. Yeah, this, unfortunately, people don't learn from history, do they?
That's a big problem.
That's a big problem. So, I mean, this has all happened before, you know? Where have you travelled from today?
We live out near Warburton.
Oh, yeah, nice. Nice out there. I wish. Isn't that the truth? Yeah, you legend. Sack down Andrews.
Are you a motorcyclist?
Yeah.
Oh, what are you riding?
Oh, lots of different things. I've got mostly dirt bikes, but I've got a Ducati in the shed as well.
I used to ride a motocross.
Yeah, nice. All right, so we're on the move. We are on the move. There's Parliament House. I'll just flip the camera around behind us, Lisa. Check it out.
All you people must be all educated because I haven't seen one spelling mistake yet on any sign. What's that say, Dan?
How's it going?
Good, thank you.
Have a good one.
Good work. Love your work.
Yes! Look at this guy!
Standing on the tram shelter. Go, losers!
What a freaking legend! Love it. Love your work, mate. So yeah, this probably is the most unrelated video to motorbike riding I've ever made, but I feel pretty strongly about it. And I know that there's going to be a plethora of opinions out there on my channel, and that's cool. Motorcycling transcends all views. That's the great thing about it. But one other thing that motorcycling does for me is gives me a real sense of freedom. And I have felt over the last 18 months or thereabouts that freedom's been a bit thin on the ground. Especially for these people in Melbourne, they've done it really, really tough. I've been pretty fortunate that I've been out in a rural area in Western Victoria and haven't had to face the same level of restriction and really, in my opinion, dystopian condition for what was once the most livable city in the world. So yeah, I've come down here in solidarity for these guys to add my body to the mass of people that aren't too pleased with the way that the government of our state and even the government of our country have treated the people with job losses if they don't submit themselves to a treatment that's still effectively in a trial phase. People say, oh no, it's safe and effective, but the very fact of the matter is that we don't have any long-term data. This so-called vaccine was pushed out by the pharmaceutical companies in a period of a couple of months, and just by simple fact of that, it means there is no long-term data. So we're here because we don't believe anyone should be subjected to something that's unproven. Another thing I want to make a point of is that I've got a number of family and friends who have had very, very serious adverse events to the injection. My partner, Lisa, her parents have both had hearing damage and a few other complications. They won't be going back for their booster. I have heard recently that one of my sister's employees, she was rushed to hospital, 22-year-old woman rushed to hospital and diagnosed with myocarditis, which is a very serious heart condition, and she shouldn't have had to be subjected to that. It's absolutely criminal in my view, and heaps of other cases. We heard from a friend this morning whose friend's mother died, an aneurysm, and died because of a vaccine. We know that a lot of people don't have any adverse events, and that's cool, but a lot of people do, and whenever there is risk, there should be choice. So that's all we're trying to say. Give people a choice. A good day for it, you guys? Good day for it? Oh man. Are they going to let you take the masks off in the future, do you think? Or like over summer periods when it gets really hot? Or
Not going to have fun taking an interview.
Yeah, that's all right. You have a good one.
You have a good day. Stay safe. Okay, have a good day, mate. You too. Take care and stay safe.
Cheers, fellas. G'day. So you can probably see right down there, we've got, you can see a long way down. There's a lot of people here. There's also quite a lot of spectators just on the side here, on the side of the road, just watching interestedly.
Oh no, what do you think about this? He said, brilliant work, guys. Yeah.
Love your work. So, from my perspective, from what I've seen here at this rally, sorry about my bad camera work there, you guys. We've got a really, really, really wide section of the population represented here. You know, these are just people who have decided to come down, just like Lisa and I. We can't be pigeonholed into a particular political ideology, that's for sure. And the thing about freedom, liberty, which we take for granted, which we've taken for granted in our democratic Australia, is that it transcends all boundaries. And what's happening now is that different political views are being aligned against authoritarianism, against the rule of the many by the few. Well, there's an ex-Labor voter. I'll just get that sign. Ex-Labor voter, eh?
Now, yeah.
Yeah, never again?
Well, until they're going to make some big changes before I'll ever change back.
Hopefully, we can let him know what we think at the ballot box next year.
I hope so. Well,
if he gets his bill through, he might suspend elections.
Well, hopefully the Labor Party wake up and work out that he's poison and kick him out, and we might be able to reevaluate. But at this point, the Lib Dems look pretty good.
Thanks for that.
You're welcome.
Have a good day. It's loud. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Yeah, the governments should always fear the people, not the other way around. Sack Dan Andrews! Sack Dan Andrews! So we've got the Aboriginal flag there, the Aussie flags. We've got Dictator Dan up ahead. Oh, he's just dropped down under the skyline. There we go. There's another sign to zoom in on. Watch this one. It says, "I am not a violent extremist. I am a concerned mother." So I've chatted to quite a few mothers already today. Sorry, Jess. I'm going to get that sign as well. You are loved no matter what your status. I like it. What's that, Jess?
My new favourite sign, that one.
That's good, isn't it? So as you can see, you guys, we've got mostly families here, women, children, old people, people of all sizes, shapes, colours. This is a broad swathe of society right here.
This guy's t-shirt.
That, which guy's t-shirt us?
Papers, please.
Oh yeah, Papers, Please. Check this out.
Yeah.
Zoom in on that. I love that t-shirt, Papers, Please. That's great. Yeah, so hopefully some of you guys on this channel, I don't know what your views are, and that's totally cool. But look, if you're listening to the mainstream narrative and you're being told that the people coming to these rallies are violent far-right extremists, I hate to tell you, but you're being misled. Very, very seriously misled. It's not the case at all, okay? So, critical thinking. Whenever you hear something on the radio or the news or the internet, whenever you read something, always think about agendas. Think about who's pushing a particular narrative, what that narrative is being pushed for. In our current society, in our current political situation even, we've got pharmaceutical companies lobbying parliamentarians and the media with big wads of cash. I've seen it myself. I've seen what happens in the political system. I had a job for 9 months back in the National Party back in the late 90s, and I still remember the day that the Pubs Association came in with a there's the phone. They came in with a wad of cash. A briefcase full of cash, $25,000 in cash to buy policy, essentially. Now that happens now, and that was nearly 25 years ago. So right now it's happening. So much money is being funneled to get particular outcomes, policy outcomes, and to push products. So yeah, think about that. Think about what you're being told, why you're being told that, and what agendas may be behind it. I often tell people, and they're quite shocked to discover that pharmaceutical companies are essentially criminal organisations. Pfizer, for example, you can look this up on Google. I don't even know if you can hear me, you guys, but yeah, Pfizer, for example, has $4.6 billion in criminal charges against them in fines. They've been done for all kinds of things like fraud, racketeering, falsification of results. You can go to even Google, mainstream search engine, and Google Pfizer violation tracker, and you will see a record of their fines. And I think Pfizer holds the largest ever corporate criminal fine in history, with a fine of $2.3 billion, which is it's a significant sum of money. So these organisations, like many other corporations, think about their bottom line. They think about their profit margins and how much value they can return to their shareholders. So when you have government pushing their products so strongly, you got to question why. And no doubt it's because of lobbying. In Australia, we have an unregulated lobbying or political donation landscape, and money just changes hands left, right, and centre. And I've seen that firsthand. I never forgot the day this dude in a suit came in with a briefcase full of cash to buy policy outcomes for a National Party minister back in the state government. Back in, I think it was 96, and I was told to be very quiet about that. And that must still go on today, and most of it we don't hear about. So think about that. Think about corruption, think about policy agendas, think about companies that have an interest in pushing products, and question everything is what I'm trying to say. Alright, we're just going to check in now, as here's the best QR code I have ever seen in my entire life. I like it. I approve of this QR code. So there's Rukshan. We're going to go and get a quick bit of footage before my phone drops out. Topher, yeah.
Thanos, I think he's called himself.
Yep, Thanos.
He was awesome.
Did Reignite Democracy speak? Did they?
No, they didn't actually. Dark guy called Jerry, really black. Maybe from Sudan or somewhere here.
Hello, Horsham. Bunch of Horsham crew, and let's turn this microphone on. But hey, Laura, are you okay with being on camera?
Oh, probably not.
Okay. It's only going to go on my shitty YouTube channel, but only with your consent.
Yeah,
I'm all about consent.
Yeah, thanks.
Beautiful. I like that you asked.
Carolyn would be good.
I did some good interviews with people earlier on in the day. Like I just came up to people and like all sorts of random people. A lot of people, oh, it's my first protest, or I lost my job, and got some great stuff. So Laura, I'll just focus in the distance. But how many people were there? Do you reckon today? Like
they said 450,000. They announced.
Wow, that's. And how many do you think that the media will say were here? Oh no, but she doesn't want to be on camera. So maybe everyone's dispersing. So they had a whole bunch of speeches. We were too far away to see the speeches, but we'll be able to catch up online and see them. And they were pretty good.
Oh, awesome!
Yeah, awesome.
Really powerful.
And good day to protest. Bloody unreal. Just walking back past Parliament House with the main rally concluded a couple of hours ago at the Flagstaff Gardens. It was estimated 400,000 people were there, 300,000 or 400,000. I have never been in a crowd as large. I hope to get some drone footage off someone and post that up. But the CBD was literally teeming with people today. But heading back to the car. Probably going to just do a day trip today, I think. There's still a lot of people at Parliament and down Burke Street. And apparently people will be partying on, I think, into the wee hours of the night here at Parliament. But yeah, we're just cruising back. Still a lot of people down Burke Street. Dentist for 12 years, can be seen as a patient but can't work as a practitioner. Far out. Hey, we might need a dentist. Because, I mean, it might get to a point where we can't access a dentist. We need to set up
At the moment, they're not allowed to discriminate. So
but that might change. That's the scary thing.
That's the thing. So
and then we might not even have access to dental care. It's crazy.
Crazy, isn't it? Like,
It's
how does
crazy.
that make sense?
It doesn't. It doesn't make sense. More power to you. But counter economies and alternate systems will be the answer. So
Some
that,
nurses here.
yeah. Oh, look, I'm sure we can set up
A few doctors around.
with the correct networking. We've got a whole new nation.
Yeah, we motorbike a lot, so we're going to.
And then all those people that are in the old nation will realise how shit it is with their slave passes, and they'll come and join us anyway.
People that are just completely complicit. What's
Yeah.
going on? No ethics or morals.
What a time to be alive. Good on you guys. Cheers. See ya. So just had a chat to a dentist there who's lost a job. Just talking about setting up a counter economy, like an alternate system where, you know, we get all these people that have been ousted from the mainstream into a subgroup. Fascinating. Is the boys in blue. Boys in blue doing it for you. The police were great today. I've got to give them credit. They were doing their job, keeping the traffic away from the marchers, and God bless. The narrative has changed for the policing of Victoria. Thanks, guys, for today. Appreciate it. Yeah, we felt that you did a great job. Cheers.
Yeah, very
Great.
peaceful,
Yeah,
thank you.
managed everything really well. Cut off the right roads, and appreciate it. Pass that on.
Cheers, man.
Take care, guys. I just thanked him. No, he nodded. He was all right. Yep. So, what do you reckon, Jess? Good fun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really good
So,
Yeah.
lots of walking.
Glad I came.
Yeah. It's yeah, it was a good day. Lots of good energy.
Yeah.
Not the most exciting Tory moto video if you're into motorbikes. Most people probably wouldn't watch it, but bugger it. It's something different. All right, so just for the sake of having one on the channel for this, the only piece of motorcycle footage today that I've actually got on these videos, might have to use this as a thumbnail to capture you guys to actually see the content. What happened? Can I ask?
The police refused to let me in. He was too dangerous.
Oh wow!
Rubber bullets are not dangerous. And I was in here last week, and the officer, I didn't get his name. I should have. He said you weren't here last week. About 800 people see me. Get up. See me, and they said
Yeah.
you're here, mate. We're seeing you on YouTube.
Yep.
I said I know I was here. He had 20 trams go past me. I told all the police I was tram training. They all laughed. One Grinch. The highway patrol were going to give me an escort out of town.
Oh wow!
No, behind the crowd, sorry, not out of town.
Yep.
And one Grinch stepped out and ordered me out of town, and I never even got in this morning.
Oh,
About 30
wow.
of them surrounded me.
Really?
All dribbling like, oh, yes, boss. Anyway,
Oh,
it
it's
doesn't
terrible.
matter. I'm going to put him back in the float.
We've just travelled from Horsham, Grampians area, about 4 hours this morning.
I'm from Yarram.
You're from Yarram?
Yep.
So yeah, we've come down. It's my first protest in my life, and we've come down to protest today.
Good on you, mate.
So you take care.
I will.
We'll see you.
Who's in there?
We'll see you up there.
Bless you all.
You too. See ya.